Issa Rae as a whole is that she's always been true to her brand of this awkward, quirky black girl, and she brought it mainstream in a way that really hasn't been done before to this level. So if you think about it, she started with Awkward Black Girl with a web series, and then she wrote Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, the book, and then she brought this to HBO with Insecure, and she's kind of the same character that's really based on her throughout all these series and how it's evolved with her. And I don't think we've ever seen a mainstream awkward black girl before. I wanted to take a look at one of Issa Rae's long-term projects, which is Insecure. I love how the show focuses on a black woman who's awkward and young and doesn't have it all together. She's not working her dream job. She's not making as much as she wants. She's kind of in this wrong relationship but wants to stick with it because it feels right, and she's put 5 years into it, and she's just kind of trying to stumble through her 20s and figure things out. Other thing I really like about Insecure is that therapy is normalized. Molly goes to see a therapist to work on her issues with her in her relationships, and talk about her career and how she's not directly satisfied, and her therapist pushes back on her and asks why she's always using the word should, and why does she think her life should be a certain way. I think that's really important because we all have these expectations for the way we want our life to turn out, and then when it doesn't work out that way, we question it and think there's something wrong with us, but maybe it's just that's not where we're supposed to be right now. I really like that, the character's going to therapy constantly, and she's working on herself to be a better person, to get where she wants to be. I think that's really important, and we don't see that on a lot of black shows. We don't see characters going to therapy just because. It's always looked down upon, or they're told they should pray, or just go to church and Jesus can fix their problems, and not that maybe you do need to seek outside help and counsel to just have somebody to talk through it with. Element of the show that I really like is how they show how each character kind of does single life differently. Issa's really trying to figure out if she can have a hoe phase, what does a hoe phase look like for her? Is that something she's capable of? And Molly's kind of more steadily dating different people to figure out which one she has the most connection with outside of a physical connection, and seeing what she wants. And she explores the bounds of her consciousness by dating somebody who's in an open relationship, and then realizing, hey, that's maybe something that's not for me, and then dating more professional dudes and seeing if she likes that. I think that's a really interesting way to show it. Always have to be pulling around the episodes that are solely about just the friend group, and then episodes that are solely focused on romance, and that's an interesting balance to walk, and some episodes have a little bit of both. But I think as the show progresses, I think they do better at figuring out this balance of what's it like to be a young 20 something, and what needs to be portrayed out there to the world. And just not what's been done before in previous shows that cover some of the same topics. I will say though that seeing Issa Rae on Insecure and having this content that she created, also with her YouTube series Awkward Black Girl, she's kind of got herself stuck in this awkward, quirky role. So it's so harder to see her in things like The Photograph, where she had to be a little more serious and dramatic. It was harder for me personally just to take her seriously because I'm so used to seeing her being awkward and quirky and kind of bumbling her way through things, and that just wasn't her character in The Photograph. So I'm curious to see in the future how she can maybe step away from being awkward and quirky and do these other roles that she wants to do, and being taken seriously and being seen as each individual characters each time, and not just as Issa Rae.